Hey, bitch! What's up? And today I'm gonna do a review on the 90s hip hop album from legendary rapper from Detroit, Marshall Mathers, aka Eminem, aka Slim Shady. Last year, Eminem dropped Revival, which is an awful ass album. But before that, I was already considering doing an Eminem review series. And by the way, I had been a stan ever since I was 11 or 12, but now less so. But nonetheless, I would definitely do an album review series on his albums. And I'm gonna skip Infinite because it's a lesser significant album from his discography and it's not on Spotify. That album flopped, although it's not that bad to be honest. Eminem was devastated. He tried to kill himself because of that. But then Dr. Dre showed up and his career was saved. This album may seem kinda lengthy at first look because it has 20 tracks, but 6 of them are also skits, which includes spoken word and scripted conversations and situations. The album starts off with a public service announcement, which is a hilarious little intro to the album. It's basically a man warning the listeners about the album in a very funny manner, so it's not cringy. In fact, it's really funny. Then it's My Name Is.
Hi kids, do you like Primus? Wanna see me stick 9-inch nails to each one of my eyelids? Wanna copy me and do exactly like I did? Try to get messed up worse than my life is?
It's the song that launched Eminem into fame and fortune. It's like Creep to Radiohead. And man, this song is really funny. Oh my gosh. And it's also full of controversial lyrics. In one of the lines, Eminem said that his mom did more drugs than he did, and that is the same line that his mom sued him for. Wow. Talking about Family Feud. So yeah, this song has stirred such controversy in the public. But other than that, it features this very goofy music and Eminem rapping slowly like a kid, in his very dumb and naughty Slim Shady persona. And this song is basically a song about himself. And I also like their Dr. Dre feature on this thing. It's really hilarious. I'm giving it a 9 because of its lyrics and its influence to the public. It's impactful. It's not super good, but still, it's an impactful song. Okay, it's morning right now, and I'm doing a review. I'm doing an album review. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, speaking of Dr. Dre, the next song, Guilty Conscience, is basically a hip-hop conversation between Eminem and Dr. Dre, or more like Eminem and Dr. Dre talking to a person, and Eminem is the bad, while Dr. Dre is the good.
I'm telling you need a place to stay. You'll be safe for days if you shave your legs with Renee's razor blades.
Yeah, but if it all goes through like it's supposed to, the whole neighborhood knows you and they'll expose you.
So the song gives us a narrative of 3-person running into a dilemma, and his conscience, both good and bad, are speaking to him, trying to get him to do this or do that. And damn, that's a brilliant way to write a rap song. And it doesn't disappoint. The rhymes are clever, the lines actually tell a story, and it's also extremely funny. Oh my gosh. I love the very slick and tricky music, the flow is really good, and it's a very smart song as well. I'm giving this a 10. The song Brain Damage is equally goofy, and it also has some really hilarious lyrics. Teacher, I need a naked nurse. And on this song, Eminem kind of tells everyone that he's born with some sort of brain damage. But to be honest, this song sounds really similar to the previous 2 tracks, and there's nothing too spectacular or impressive about it. Probably giving it an 8 to a 7. The album proceeds to a skit called Paul, starring Paul Rosenberg, and the track If I Had. And the track is more smooth and sulky, but in a slightly futuristic way, if you know what I mean. I just woke up. My voice is weird. It's unlike the rest of the album because it's not as goofy and gross musically, and it's not a joke lyrically. Not at all, because Eminem in this song is talking about how he's tired of snaky, shady, backstabbing asses and going broke again and all sorts of troubles. And those are personal problems, but also relatable. I like this song, although I wish there's a bit more dynamic to it. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Someone's outside my door again. Then it's 97 Bonnie and Clyde, which is a hell of an underrated song. Oh my gosh.
Come on, hey, we going to the beach. Grab a couple of toys and let Dada strap you in the car seat. Oh, where's Mama? She's taking a little nap in the trunk. Oh, that smell. Dada must have run over a skunk. Now I know what you're thinking. It's kinda late to go swimming, but you know your mama. She's one of those type of women.
It sounds really rational and calm, but the lyrical contents are really passive-aggressive and sarcastic. In this song, Eminem tells his daughter Haley about what he had done to Mama, which is a joke, of course, but with the sick-ass bass line and the very memorable refrain, just the two of us. In fact, this is the original title of the song. It's really satisfying to the ears, and it's really well produced as well. I'm giving this a 10 to a 9 out of 10. After a skit called Bitch, we have Role Model, which follows a skit called Lounge, which follows another song, then it follows another skit. Oh my gosh. Wow. Anyway, Role Model is a very funny satire song about how Eminem is the quote-to-quote role model.
I'm cancerous, so when I dish, you wouldn't want to answer this if you responded back with a battle rap you wrote for cannabis. A hell spawn, dropping a stealth bomb. 6 mics in the source, they borrow one from LL's arm.
I'm gonna attempt to drown myself. You can be just like me. And the song has this more grimy and muddy background music that's so simplistic. It's basically some sinister guitar crisps in a loop. But the lyrics and the rhymes are pure genius. And I like how obscured and old the song sounds. It is a Slim Shady classic. I have to give it a 9. Songs like My Fault and I'm Shady might be annoying in the first few listens because the chorus seems a bit forced and Eminem's vocals are agitating and grotesque. But in some degree, after a few listens, it has grown on me. A little bit. It has become a bit more catchier. Okay, things are falling off in my room. Anyway, My Fault sounds really similar to many other tracks on the album, except it's more disjointed, while I'm Shady is more rhythmic and more playful with its lyrics about mushrooms and acids. I'm giving both a 7. Okay, anyway, the song Come On Everybody is also a bit annoying at first with its extraneous moaning sounds, but it's also one of the most hilarious songs Eminem has ever put out. The lyrics are also incredibly controversial. For instance, the first line where he references Kurt Cobain. There's not much to say about this song though, it's really just Eminem talking about himself. Again, I'm probably giving it a 7 out of 10. Next one is a great one though.
My life is full of empty promises and broken dreams. I'm hoping things look up, but there ain't no job openings. I feel discouraged, hungry and malnourished, living in this house with no furnace, unfurnished.
Rock Bottom is a very melancholic, sulky, and sad rap song about being broke and failing with its dreary guitars. And the chord progression sounds like there's a little bit of hope, then nope. There's actually no hope. Although it touches on a sad topic, there's still a bit of silliness in it, and I like it. The rhymes are simply brilliant in this song. 3 years ago, I used to memorize the entire first verse of this song. Same for My Name Is. I feel like I'm walking a tightrope without a circus net. I'm popping Percocets. I'm a nervous wreck. I deserve respect, but I work as sweat for this worthless check. About to burst the tech till somebody to reverse the step. Wow. That's 8 3-syllable rhymes in one paragraph. This song is an Eminem classic, and I have to give it a 10 out of 10. Wow. The song Just Don't Give a Fuck is more sinister and solid, and there's also a reprise at the end of the album titled Still Don't Give a Fuck.
Slim Shady, brain dead like Jim Brady. I'm an M80, you little like that Kim lady. I'm buzzing, dirty dozen, naughty rotten rhymer. Cursing that you play is worse than Marty Schottenheimer.
and both songs are also kind of what you would expect from an Eminem song. Still, Eminem uses clever lyrics to tell his stories, and that's why these two songs are still good songs. I'm giving them an 8 out of 10, or more like 8s out of 10. The song As the World Turns is kind of forgettable though. Not that it's exceptionally bad, but it's everything you would expect from an early Eminem song. In fact, this song is so similar to all other songs on the album, it's kind of forgettable. The only reason why I like songs like My Name Is, 97 Bonnie and Clyde, and Come On Everybody, and I Think They Deserve Attention, is because they are always slightly special in some ways, but As the World Turns is just not so impressive. In fact, it's kind of bland and mundane. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. And the penultimate song, Bad Meets Evil, featuring Royce da 5'9", is an interesting song because it's actually what made the Bad Meets Evil album in 2011 happen. Again, nothing too special, it's just playful and casual lyrics written by both rappers. I'm giving it a 7 to an 8. Overall, this is the second studio album from Eminem, and also the album that got Eminem a lot of attention and fame. It has quite a number of forgettable and insipid moments, and the album mostly composes of songs where Eminem raps about himself. But this album is also one of the funniest rap albums ever, and it's creative how Eminem fused West Coast gangsta hip-hop with some goofy, idiotic music. The lyrics are mostly clever, and the rhymes are mostly brilliant. But this album is also somewhat overrated because it's not that spectacular and colorful of an album. The whole thing feels like being trolled for 1 hour straight. But again, there are some really great and influential tunes on the album, like Role Model, Guilty Conscience, and Rock Bottom, and with the standards of a 90s rap album, this is still a good album. The worst tracks is As the World Turns, and the best is Rock Bottom. I'm giving Eminem's The Slim Shady LP a 7 to a generous 8 out of 10. So, have you listened to Eminem's The Slim Shady LP? From 1 to 10, how much did you rate it? Like if you like it, and subscribe if you want more. And Migos, No Age, Ty Segall, Camila Cabello, Fall Out Boy, Portal, Justin Timberlake, Typhoon, Hookworms, yeah, more mini album reviews on the way.